Hi, welcome to Pins and Patterns. My name is Rekha, and on this channel I share sewing tutorials for the various sewing patterns that I create. If you follow my work, you would notice that I love working with linens. It is a lovely, durable and versatile fabric. In this video, I wanted to share with you a few tips for beginners who wish to use linen fabrics for their sewing projects. So let's start. Tip number 1. Pre-wash your fabrics. Linen has a tendency to shrink, so it is advisable to wash them before you use them. You can wash them in warm water without detergent and then dry them like you normally would. So either with a dryer or line dry them. Once dry, the fabric can be steam ironed and stored until you are ready to use it. Alternatively, you can purchase pre-washed linen, but do check up with your fabric sellers if there will be any shrinkage. And also about the wash care instructions to maintain the shelf life of your fabric. Number 2. Cutting your fabric. Linen is a woven textile with loosely woven yarn. So there are a few things to be mindful about when you are cutting out your patterns. Firstly, it's always a good idea to iron your fabric before you start cutting. Now let's look at how we should place our fabric. Make sure that your grain lines are straight. If I'm cutting a pattern on fold, I usually measure both these sides to make sure that my fabric is placed right. Even if it's slightly tilted, it can alter the shape of your pattern, which in turn can affect how a final piece looks once it's stitched. Number 3. Linen is prone to fraying a lot, especially once your pattern pieces are all cut out. Once you cut out your pieces for sewing, just be very careful and handle your pieces with care so that they don't fray all that much while you're in the process of stitching them up. Lastly, let's talk about the kind of needles and threads to use. Needle size will depend on the thickness of your fabric. The fabrics that you see in my tutorials are usually light to medium weight linens. So for these, I use a universal size 12 or 80 needle. As for the threads, any good quality polyester thread should work perfectly with your fabrics. So these were a few tips I wanted to share with you. If this has inspired you to stitch yourself some lovely linen clothing, then do check out my beginner-friendly sewing tutorials. And if you have any tips of your own, please note them down in the comment section. I shall see you again in another video. Until then, bye!